Welcome, good deal travelers. Today I'm going over my top 5 tips for MSC Cruise to make your next MSC cruise even better. And no obvious tips like pack your sunscreen or bring your swimming suit. Although I've definitely forgotten to bring my swimsuit on beach vacations, so maybe not so obvious. I'm going over things like how to skip the embarkation line, how to have late checkout, free champagne, and in the end I'll even share with you how I was able to get the cruise for free. And number 5 is my tip for Ocean Cay. Ocean Cay is a man-made island from MSC. It's only about 65 miles from Miami, so cruises can stay there kind of late. It was a fantastic island. The food was good. It was well made, easy to get around. There's carts that take you around as well. However, the beach that everybody goes to is called Lighthouse Bay. It's the closest to the dock, and whenever the cruise ship docks there, everybody just floods over to this area. You want to avoid this. It's number 17 on this map, and I recommend that you go over to the South Beach and the North Beach. Number 5 on the map is South Beach, and then you can swim across the lagoon or walk around to number 6, which is the North Beach. I also thought the best place on the entire island was actually Bimini Beach here, number 8 on the map. I know number 8 Bimini Beach looks really far, but it was the best place on the island because there just weren't a lot of people there. You have a cruise ship of 2,000 people, and to have a slice of beach all to yourselves, it was definitely worth the trek. Maybe it's just me, but I prefer a more quiet place. I don't like kids running around and kicking sand into your drinks. It also wasn't very crowded at number 13 Sunset Beach, but I just thought the beach views overall at Bimini Beach number 8, that was definitely by far the best place on the island. Tip number 4 is figure out your dining time and place as soon as you get on board. Usually when you get on board, you're going to explore the ship. Make it a point to find where the dining room is. Dinner is probably the single most important event of the day. I am not missing this. I'd rather not eat at the buffet. Maybe you prefer the buffet, and if you do, skip this section. Maybe you prefer that anytime you want to eat. I prefer the main dining room where you get the more premium appetizers, entrees, and desserts. Everybody is confused on the first day on what time they're supposed to eat, including us. And so I'm really glad that when we got on board, we went to the restaurant. We spoke with the maitre d'. We were able to get our dinner time and place on a card. We were supposed to get this card, I guess, as soon as you board, but we never got it, so we just had to go to the restaurant to speak with the maitre d'. Your dining time for MSC depends on your experience. I don't really like this about MSC, but they basically have 3 different experience levels. The Bella, Fantastica, and the Aurea. For the Bella level, basically you can request your dining time. It can be early or late. Early is from 5:30 to 7:30, and then late is from 7:45 to 9:45. Basically your request gets taken, but it's not priority, so you may or may not get your request. For the Fantastica experience, you can request your dining time early or late, and then it's guaranteed each night. And then if you have the Aurea experience, it's anytime dining. You can go anytime you want to the dining rooms. At tip number 3, not all balcony rooms are created equal. Some of the balcony rooms has this ugly overhang that blocks half of your view, and then some don't. So you need to do some homework on whether or not you want this ugly overhang. To do this, check the deck plan of your ship. Most of these midship rooms are slanted inwards. They're like placed inwards, and then you'll definitely have this ugly overhang there. I upgraded to the Fantastica experience just so part of that is so that you can pick your own room, and I did that just so I can avoid this ugly overhang. I didn't want half my view being blocked, and I feel like I'm about to get caved in. Like if that thing falls when I'm sitting on the balcony, goodbye, there's no more good deal traveler. Okay, I know it probably won't fall, but it's just that the feeling of being caved in I didn't like. The trade-off though is that the rooms with the ugly overhang will have a couch in them. And then the rooms without the ugly overhang don't have a couch. We just had a small table in our room, but I'd happily trade that. I'd happily trade a better view, an unblocked view, rather than a couch. It's up to you, but just know that some of these, not all balcony rooms are created equal, and some of these rooms has that overhang. We were on the MSC Divina. I did check the deck plans of other ships and they were similar, but just to confirm, I would check out also some other YouTube room tour videos just to see if the room that you selected would have this. Tip number 2, I'd suggest getting your breakfast in room. Don't skip out on this experience. Breakfast in room is complimentary for Aurea and Fantastica, and then it's a $4.99 charge for Bella experiences, which is like a nickel and diming you. All right, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking there's a breakfast buffet downstairs. Why do you even suggest getting breakfast in room? For me, it's just I like waking up to some hot tea, hot coffee, some pastries, and I don't even need to get dressed. I can just answer the door in my pajamas. Within a minute, I'm on the balcony and I'm waking up with this with some food. Otherwise, you'd have to get dressed and probably brush your teeth, wait for your roommate to get up as well. You have to go down the escalators, wait in the lines, find somewhere to sit down, and then you can start eating. But it's like sometimes as soon as I wake up, I just want to drink something and eat something. To order breakfast to your room the next morning, on the previous night, I think it was before 2 a.m., you just had to mark down what choices you want. They give you a piece of paper. It's usually like continental stuff. I don't think there was anything like too heavy. No like bacon and eggs Benedict or anything on there. You just put it outside your door and what time you want them to arrive, and they're very prompt in the morning too. My number 1 tip is to match to MSC Diamond via a status match. This was relatively easy to do. I was matched to MSC Diamond, even though I've never even cruised with MSC before. I matched with my Hilton Diamond status. There's other hotel chains that you can match to. But if you're going to do this, I'd certainly give it at least a month before you cruise to make sure everything goes through. MSC Diamond was well worth it. There's a slew of benefits for MSC Diamond, but I thought the best one was that you could skip the embarkation line. We sailed out of Port Canaveral in Orlando, and we got there like around noon, but the line was packed. It was probably a 2.5-hour line just to get in. At first, one of the agents was like, oh no, there's no special check-in for Diamond. They put us in a regular line, and the line just didn't move for 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes later, the same agent came over and was like, oh, sorry, sir, I was mistaken. There is a special check-in for Diamond members. We skipped that entire 2.5-hour line. There was like one other person that was in the MSC Diamond line, and we were able to get on the ship so much earlier. And when you're on vacation like this, your most valuable resource is time. You can't buy more time on the cruise, and so when you can skip that embarkation line with MSC Diamond, so worth it. What a good deal. There are some other good benefits for MSC Diamond, and one of them was you get a specialty meal at a specialty restaurant. We ate at the sushi one. We also got free champagne in our room. There was also a free 1 hour in the thermal spa area. We got a free photo from Formal Night. Those pictures I think were like $25 each. And I thought the second best benefit was that you're able to have late checkout. We were one of the last people off the cruise. We knew because there wasn't many suitcases left, and ours was sitting there kind of sad by itself. But that was also an excellent benefit. They don't rush you off the ship on the last day. Those are my top 5 tips for MSC Cruises, and since you stuck around all this time, I'll share with you a bonus tip. I was able to get this cruise for free via casino match with Ocean Prime. Ocean Casino is in Atlantic City, and if you can match your Hard Rock Royalty card, I did another video on this. This might seem kind of confusing now if I'm saying it real quick, but basically you match Hard Rock Royalty to Ocean Prime, and then one of the benefits with Ocean Prime is you get a free MSC cruise every year up to 7 nights. Thanks guys for sticking around to the end. MSC overall was a good deal, and I'd be happy to cruise with them again. Free or not, I would do it. They were an excellent cruise line. Ocean Cay was amazing. MSC Diamond benefits are well worth it. Skipping that embarkation line, so worth it. I can't wait to go back with MSC Cruises next year.